So this is like Trina said, how does that relate to crypto? If you're not in tune with your creative process and your heart's desire and this like creative uniqueness that you have, crypto will seem very complicated and very dull. But when you're in tune with that in yourself, this technology now is like, wow, I can really use this tool to and manipulate it and use that creativeness, this personality that you have, and to use this to use the crypto space, the blockchain, and to mold it into what you want to do. So if you're not in tune with this, it's a little bit harder to do this because it seems complicated, it seems very logical, it seems very, but if you understand that this world is just a reflection of how creative you are, it's going to be way easier. So opening the doors of your heart and opening the doors of your creativeness, and then applying this to how to look at that space, because we don't want to look at it like everyone else. Oh, this is, blockchain, it's a technology, it's trading, it's this is applying the matrix system to a technology that is way beyond that. So seeing it with real eyes to realize how important, how beautiful this technology is. So it's just opening this gate. The what?
Perspective shift.
Yeah, totally.
Should have brought some psilocybin.
Yes, well, at some point we can go there,
Explore that.
We can explore
Shift
that.
of
But first,
perspective.
get grounded into what what we're doing and what this is. And also what comes through is, if you want to go somewhere.
Yeah, I want to listen to it.
Go for it.
No talk.
I'll go get my tea. Does anybody want some tea?
Sí.
Yeah, I'll take it.
The heart is expanding.
Oh, trust it.
The heart is getting bigger.
Being grounded.
How do you not mix the colors? But look,
Love those colors. You resonate so much with you.
The gold, I love it.
It's like
Very
your
healing.
t-shirt,
Yeah,
the
very
paint,
feeling like
your
the gold.
skin.
The golden light is one of the powerful.
oh, that's good.
Golden lights.
Do you have Egyptian
white
lights?
Egyptian.
Golden light bulb.
I don't think so.
Golden light bulb.
Um,
Oh, you're from Spain?
Spain. But the place that my dad is from is Jewish. I mean, it has like a Jewish background.
Wants tea?
It's,
Remind me
Hundreds
some
of
like
hundreds of
a
years ago.
weight cloth or something.
are you Egyptian?
No, but I recognize
Sorry.
you.
Oh, tea. You are, where are you from?
France.
France.
I'll get a glass. Who doesn't have a glass?
Somebody would like some
Do
tea?
you know Baptiste Sejourné?
But
I
what?
think I can put it
Baptiste?
here. We don't have glass.
Baptiste?
Yeah,
Something past.
Sejourné.
I heard this name already.
But you don't know him personally, or? No?
I don't think so. Oh,
We don't need that laptops.
Just
you like to check his picture. I'm more like
much
visual
leaf
than
missing.
sometimes.
Too much water going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just in case.
No.
Number 2.
Let me eat it.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's
What is it?
remind me of like Middle East
Yeah.
taste,
Moroccan
right?
tea.
Yeah. Moroccan
Say made of the nest?
tea. Hmm?
Did you just say made of the
No,
nest?
I said it. It's remind me of Middle Eastern
Middle Eastern.
smell, like taste.
Oh, really?
Let's see what
Heat it up a little bit. This one, if you want.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does
It
everyone
doesn't bother
say-
me.
does anyone know who does light language? Who knows light language?
Ah, language. Leo, no.
No, tell me about it then. Okay.
So,
Even tell me about it.
so yes, I mean it'll come. We can do a
This is the language.
We can
of
talk about it
sentence,
later.
the rest
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole.
It's part of the process.
It's part
too.
of the process. Can you also
And it makes you
check
high.
this?
Yes.
You did through the process. We went through the process.
But I've always spoken it to little dog. This is why he's high.
Wait, his name is Little Dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was just like how people were calling the dog. I didn't know that was actually.
No.
That's great.
Can I have some tea as well, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
I didn't
heating it up.
actually take that literally.
It's literal.
And did you want you knew what to do? Was there anything you were going to say?
Yes.
Okay, so
So yes, this comes through also. This ties into sovereignty and personality. Because being sovereign is being what it means. The word means being a savior of yourself. Being the savior of yourself. And to really own who you are. To be in full trust that you as a being of light and as also a God to not only your organs but your cells, and you are holding beings count on you inside of you for their well-being, you know, so you're
We're God's affairs.
this is exactly, we're a whole universe. This is part of the, and so in order to understand what it is inside, we can actually now apply, like, it'll manifest also outside in a sense. So to know what is a sovereign, what does sovereignty mean, is to act from that space that at the end of the day you don't need anything else. You just need to love your cells, love yourself, love your organs, and they will also provide you with the help that you need. And it tunes into also personality, because the personality that you choose, that you bring through, that you have, is a reflection of how you're going to behave and how creative your creative process is going to be. The personality is really tied into being sovereign, being unique, because you are unique. There's no one else like you. There's no two Trinas. You know, there's no two Martins. There maybe
Unfortunately.
there's maybe other people who have the same name, but that's also something to take in consideration, that, and not to attach ourselves to the name, because sometimes our name doesn't reflect the frequency that we hold. So this is why it's also important to, if you feel that, to decide for yourself that what kind of sound do I want to be called by that reflects a certain frequency. So this is part of the whole process as well, being in that mode of total ownness and of being the sovereign that you are. And then all this kind of clicks in, all these little cogs, they kind of click in and activates different parts of your being. So personality is a thing. It's like, what is my personality? And how can I also take that creative process of how to do things, now apply it to your personality? How can I do things? How can I talk about things? How can I express things with my own personal twitch? And the more you tune into that, the more sovereign you're going to become automatically. It's not going to be so complicated. It's not going to be something, because it's inside. You're already sovereign. It's a decision that you're making to actually activate it and to embody it. So, anybody have questions?
I can add something.
Yes,
Tea,
please.
somebody tea?
Also, being sovereign or tapping into your individuality, the more you try to figure it out, the further you go from it. What I mean by this is, stepping into that domain for me is to change the paradigm of the way that you perceive yourself, which means that if you think too much about yourself, you will step away from that, because yourself is not in that perception of the mind, is in the perception of how you be, how you are with yourself. So for me, when I step into my creative process, I put myself aside and I jump into it and I discover myself through it. I'm not trying to figure it out before what's gonna happen. I'm having a vision, an impulse, and I'm just following that and discovering myself through it. So it's way different than just having a vision, shaping it perfectly, and once it's all perfect, you go into it. It's like the vision is unfolding once you walk into it. But it takes to like embody a certain level of presence, I would say. So it's a different like way of being. And what I understood with the crypto world also is like before I was looking at the crypto like with the old paradigm of, oh, I'm trying to understand what it is about, and I was like just seeing a trading platform. But it's not about that, because if I just look with my old paradigm self, I will look at that and not understand it. But this crypto world is requiring me to like shift the way I am in order to tap into the potential of it, which again is like to step out of the mind-based being and going more into the heart-based being. And for me, this crypto world is calling for my sovereignty because it's calling me back to my presence. And the more I step into it, the more I'm present with me. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I was trying to figure it out so much stuff, and now I don't need to figure it out. Let it to God, God knows. Me, I'm just like here. And enjoying the process. And this is where is the magic. This is where there is the experience. And through the experience, I discover what is my uniqueness. I discover what I have to bring. But I'm not trying to figure it out before. And when you speak about light language, you can explain what it is. But if you don't step into the experience, you will never get it. If you don't go through it fully, you will just conceptualize it, which is not how you tap into the magic of the light language. And it's the same with any creative process that we are into. And the crypto world also is, for me, it's a new shape, a new chapter of my beingness that is opening.
I mean, that's all well and good. That's fabulous, but it's how do I mean, it does seem like from the outside that it's about to do with the mind, and it's like you have to have the building blocks to understand what it is before we get into the state of flow and creativity where everything sort of happens on its own. Aren't we supposed to understand what the basics of it is, what the building blocks are? I missed the last session, so maybe it was covered around that because I feel like we're over here and I don't even, but don't we need to use our minds even a bit just to understand what the concept is before getting into this?
Yeah.
Is my question that I'm playing with right now. That's brilliant.
So thank you for that. And yes and no. It's like because you're already using a lot of systems that you don't know how it works. You don't know. You're just actually just using them
As a tool.
As a tool.
as a tool.
Yeah, just
So
to use it as a tool. I don't need to understand what's
Yeah,
back. I mean,
so
I use
that's-
the website. I don't know how.
yeah, exactly. So you don't really know. The thing is with crypto, it's a whole new system. So first, I would say this is a second kind of explanation. It's the same kind of explanation, but in a more spiritual way. So we can go into crypto is decentralized, is this, is that, but that means that it's sovereign. So if you understand sovereignty in yourself, you can understand, oh, I understand what he's talking about. I understand the technology that this is bringing. If you don't understand what sovereignty is, you don't understand what decentralized is like in yourself, in a sense. Like you won't really understand. So this is why this is a more spiritual way of seeing it, just to see it in yourself. And now when if I'm gonna also I can also go through with you in a personal, just to talk about. But then now that you have this, you'll probably understand it even more better than people that just had the information before, because this is unlocking in yourself. You're like, oh, I see this in myself. Like I understand that, and this is actually just a reflection. It's a technology that reflects this sovereignty, this unlimited potential that you have. So we don't need to go into these things, but at some point actually this is the first thing you need to do, is understanding in yourself to understand what this technology is. So this is the first kind of, we did the inverse. We did the second stage. You're actually in the first phase, so you didn't miss anything. So it's better to actually be in that position, honestly. But it's
I love the way you actually did this. You took something so alienation, and you took it into a creative realm where you do a drawing, do a symbol,
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh, it's just like that. You can do a symbol on crypto. You actually made it human.
yeah.
and fun.
And fun,
Humanize.
yeah. creative.
Humanizing.
You humanize.
Yeah, so this
I
is
was ready to bring in my, the math brain that I really don't like to be around, but then I was like, all right, yes, I'm gonna do this. That grin and bear it kind of a thing. And then I was like, oh, I don't have to do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a very powerful way to understanding this technology.
Yeah, something that I don't share a lot, but I wanted to share here that I've been struggling a lot with coming to the mind, like investing money that I didn't have, investing something that I didn't ever thought it was possible. And there was a lot of fear. There was a lot of fear because it goes up and goes down, and it's scary sometimes. It's pretty scary when everything that you have invested, even from your family, it's shifted, and to be in a state of sovereignty where your family is shouting to you like, take the money out, for week after week after week after week for half a year, and telling you that, are you stupid, your mom, your dad. there is a part that it's scary. It's pretty scary.
For sure.
And there is a part where the heart is like, it's pretty clear, it's trusting, and it's just completely trust. It's just completely trusting. And the other side that it comes maybe a little bit worse, what she was saying about the mind. How can you trust if you don't know? Because that's even more scary. That's even more scary. So if you have an understanding of the mind fact side that it's behind, that takes the trust and the allowance to breathe, to be sovereign. Because once there is the mind side of it, and there is people that have been studying for a long time, a lot of times that's when the body gets to relax. Because definitely the mind and the fact of how things are built have a big impact as well, at least in crypto.
Yeah, because it's there's a lot of thank you for your sharing.
Thank you.
There's myself as well. I experienced this when I first brought this technology to my family and to other people, and especially my family, saying, what are you doing? This thing goes up and down. I mean, it's down. It's like, but this is listening to people talking and giving their views and their perception of what this is, and also understanding in that word, this is a complete new universe that's being created here. This is a complete new ecosystem. This is young. This is a couple years old. This is a baby.
New generation.
It's a baby. Like, we haven't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, because before it was like very much into the encoding, and it's very hard to do everything, because now the ecosystem is getting playful. It's getting in the space where culture and art is being put on there. So as soon as you see culture and art being put on these type of system, means that when the artist starts using these things, you need to look at whatever artists are doing. Basically, it's like artists are the one who changed paradigms. So when you see that the whole ecosystem is actually an ecosystem where artists have the potential to be sovereign and to use that to create whatever they want to create, and to be abundant, and to give the power to these beings that create things for beauty and for this is
Just for.
yeah, and just by pushing the boundaries, this is what we're here to do. And here, especially in the sense that I don't look at this space like everyone else. I look at this space of crypto and blockchain to know how far we can push the boundaries of what this technology is, because right now we're just using it as babies. We're just like, hey, this is fun, this is nice. But then it's like, oh, okay, now what is this? We can actually use this, cut it, build something of value, build a nice architecture with it. This is being the creator. This is actually looking at what is this thing, what are the rules of gravity, and being creative in that. Because an architect, you can say like a building is like, how do you build a building? There's so much weight. How can you put something that's so heavy, and put it up there? Well, if you have a knowledge and you went through a certain process, you're gonna know how to do that. And especially using your creative mind by utilizing that creative aspect of how to utilize tools. And because cement is just sand, like buildings is just sand, rocks, and it's just knowing, okay, I have this material and I want to build this. Now you go and like being this alchemist, you put it together. There's a certain process to go through, and you just go through the process of how to do that. So, any more questions? Okay, so we can go a little bit further into that world now that we're like merging the two. I've put in the HeARTrepreneurZ group on Facebook. I put the link to what is a sovereign domain. So it's if you're not part of it, you can go to Facebook on HeARTrepreneurZ. It's a group, and there's gonna be a link there, and this is what we call a crypto domain. It's a company that I invested in 4 years ago.
Wow, you started or what?
Well, I thought you only started 2 years ago.
What?
Tell us a bit about this.
No, I was referring to the
Unstoppable domain.
Unstoppable domains.
Yeah.
You got it when it started?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Was it
saw that.
good?
I was like,
Sold.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Unstoppable. The link is in the HeARTrepreneurZ, so you can
Can you
just
spell that?
what?
Go to Facebook.
Go to Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
So HeARTrepreneurZ, so to write the word heart,
Yeah.
and then REPRENEURZ.
Because this technology helps people to get into their sovereignty. So this link, since I'm a participator in this ecosystem, this is like an affiliate link for me. So I'm going to be able to receive, if ever you buy any type of domain there, I'm going to receive some money, some cryptos on there. And if ever you decide to share this you just put in your affiliate link, you share it to someone, and you'll get
What is this?
You'll get the money.
so well, if you go onto the link,
I don't have internet.
You'll get the money.
you can
It's one
1 2
till
8
8.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 Grand
Called
Escape.
El Gran Escape.
Yeah. So this is the ability to buy a domain. Websites.
Yeah.
You have a website. Everyone's got a website type thing. But this website, you're paying every month, right? So this is a crypto domain, blockchain based domain. So it doesn't live on internet. It's connected to internet, but it lives on the blockchain. It's like a currency. So this domain, you put any type of name that you want, you buy that domain, it's yours for life. You don't need to pay anything monthly.
So what is blockchain and how is it different from?
So blockchain is the technology that is where all the cryptocurrency lives on. All that technology lives on what we call the blockchain. Yeah, it's totally different. This is the new paradigm. Is the blockchain is the it's a new type of internet. So this is like the underlying technology that Bitcoin and all these currency live on. That because it's a
Remember this name, like this.
you can
It's like
write.
a dark web.
How does it work?
It's not the dark
It's
web.
not that
It's not-
It's also
She means it's like
It's
a
the
dark web
parallel.
because it's like
which is
parallel.
different. It's
Parallel,
it's
That's what she
within that
meant.
internet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like
Yeah,
yeah.
It's it's the
It's parallel.
it's
Parallel
a different,
universe.
It's a different parallel to see.
it's a different, totally different thing.
So
It's like not
you
not
make a
working on the
domain
same
on
code.
this Facebook group, and you pay once, and that's it.
So on this, not the Facebook group, but on the link of
Could you
the
could you send that link to us in the WhatsApp?
yes, I'll send it to the WhatsApp because it's just I don't have my.
I can send it if you want. I have your link.
You have the link? Yeah.
And so you can then buy the domain because I need to buy them. I want my Ascension food. I am medicine bought as soon as possible. I actually need your help with a lot of things, but I can buy that through this.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the beautiful thing of this is like understanding sovereignty. This is gonna give you also because when you're on let's say you buy a domain on GoDaddy, you need to pay them, and they're actually holding your domain.
I
So
am so sick of
so
GoDaddy.
if you're like posting things and you know someone just they can like kind of shut it down and you lose everything.
And you can't
They have.
shift. Can you shift? It's not easy to shift either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't change the name or stuff.
Yeah, so
what
it's
you think is that's
this thing is very, you know, it's still there's this overarching entity that's
something
kind of
that's-
controlling.
yeah.
So what this is a sovereign domain. So you get your domain, you choose, and you have it for life. It's yours.
Amazing.
You know, you don't need. It's $20, it's $40, whatever you choose, and it's yours. You just to activate it, it costs a little bit more money because it's since the ecosystem is sovereign ecosystem, you need to actually be the one who pays for the to like because you're claiming the domain. You have the domain now. You're claiming it on the platform, so you need to like pay what we call gas fee. So these are like technical
And how
terms.
much is that?
It's like $20 or something. It's
One
like-
time.
It's one time.
That's
It's like
it.
it's just to like. So we can, you know, if you're ready to buy a domain, we can also do it here
Yeah.
now. This is also
Yes.
Yeah.
so the domain name not only is it's a website. You can actually create a website. Right now it's pretty basic. They on the platform they allow you to have certain templates, but they're super basic. But that's okay because it's a sovereign domain, right? You know, you can put anything on there, and it's like you personally being available on an ecosystem and being there for life, and there's no one else that can touch that. You know, it's powerful. So you can put anything there, you know, whatever you're building in your life, you can buy a crypto domain, and it's yours for life, and it's there. Nobody can say, hey, shut it down, oh, you didn't pay this, or what you're selling and what you're doing is not really respecting the codes of ethics of this, and that we shut it down. No, it doesn't
It's
work.
valid for a year. And then you
Yeah,
have
it's
to
valid
pay
for a year, and then
another
you
one.
forgot, and then it's like, no, it doesn't work.
My
It's yours for life.
Yeah.
And you pay $20, that's it.
website
How
was
does it
so
work?
much money, like using like Ubook and GoDaddy and domain and blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
when you add it up, by the end I was like, fuck it, take it back. I don't care. Like to, even I paid and they still somehow Yahoo took it over and then I couldn't access.
Yeah,
like
so that
crazy
doesn't
shit.
happen.
Welcome to the new paradigm.
Welcome to-
Yeah.
This is what, you know, sticking your feet, putting your ground, being this is mine. That's
Yeah.
it. You know.
How does it work with SEO?
What?
So SEO, that's the thing. SEO is on internet.
Google, yeah.
It's on Google and everything. So there is ways to work with that because I haven't because I don't really care about this. What I do is like you create an audience, you create your ecosystem, and then you share in that ecosystem that you created your audience through different, Instagram or whatever. These are also tools that you use to promote this. But and then you bring them through your sovereign website. But not only this website is yours, but in this ecosystem we have what we call wallets. So wallets are the thing that we use to exchange the money, the cryptos. So wallet is actually a bank. Having a wallet, that means you're a bank. That means you're the president, you're the CEO, you're everything.
You have your own fucking bank.
You have your
You
own
don't
bank.
need the fucking bank no more. You are the bank.
You are the bank. So this is powerful. It's like in the mind, it's hard to sometimes understanding that.
Yeah.
It's like
Trust
now
and follow.
it's like the money that's there. You need to be aware of like the codes. You need to actually have a little bit more work to do in order, because now you're a sovereign. You're holding space for yourself and whatever you want to create. And so not only this domain is actually for your website, but this domain is gonna be used to be able to send money to. Now you don't need to use the wallet address that is like X1 XC5 XHIZ. Now you say HeARTrepreneurZ. If you want to send me Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, you choose what kind of like crypto you want. You just send it to HeARTrepreneurZ.crypto, and that's it.
And so this wallet also exists in blockchain.
Yes,
That's-
this wallet lives on the
Everything
ecosystem.
lives on the blockchain.
Everything lives on the blockchain. This is what we use to store like all the coins and everything that's there. Every time that they're exchanged, and they're in wallets. They're stored in wallets. So it's like having a digital wallet.
Yeah.
This is so right now, before the domains, you have to like, if you want to send me some crypto, you need to send me the name of the wallet, but the name of the wallet is all these numbers and things. But now, if you have a domain, you have a website with that name, you can link your wallet, all the different cryptocurrencies that you want to receive, to your domain. So you just give the domain, and that's how you get paid now, in a sense. Like if you have a business, entrepreneur, whatever, now people want to pay. I just sent HeARTrepreneurZ.crypto. You send it to that, and now this is the portal. So it acts as like an invoice, kind of like.
It doesn't have to be website. It can be just domain, right?
Yeah.
Like
You don't
all
even
of
need to
anything.
build a website. You can just have the domain. Yes. You can just have the domain and have it as the domain name to receive all the money and all the cryptos that you go through, because it's way easier. And it's also, let's say you live in the crypto ecosystem, you have a business, you don't want to send like XYZ whatever every time. It's like, can you send me where I need the name of the business? This is the name of the business. Doctor, this is where it's,
Marketing as well.
yeah. So in marketing and all this, like how to bring this in. So this is super powerful.
Is it connected to WordPress?
So if you have a website that you created on WordPress, there's maybe a way to associate it to that. I know there is. Like I haven't done it yet. But you can definitely, if you build a website, you can, because you can associate it to IPFS.
Can you transfer it into? So my photography website was super
Complicated.
extensive. Yeah, I have a really big body of work. So to do a website again is like no. And it was on Viewbook. So it's like this tool that I was paying a lot of money for a month. Is there a way to like transfer it?
So I haven't delved into that yet because I don't have a website. but I'm actually in the process of building my website on internet, because right now the crypto space is still the websites. Like I'm also not even sure about this, because even 2 years ago I was looking at a company that was kind of creating a platform like Wix, but on the blockchain. So this is things that this is coming.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming. So
Mine's on Wix.
yeah.
I
So
would love it if I could just transfer everything from Wix.
That's the thing.
There's
Yeah,
bound
so
to be
that's the
something.
thing. Yeah,
Somebody's bound to.
yeah,
Figured it out.
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. It's just it's gonna be a still like a link. There's a way. I just need to get in contact also with them to get more.
Can you have like? Could you even like call it the same domain name as you have?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
.com, whatever. Let's say it's eaterkitchen.com or whatever.
Yeah,
Photo.
but that's the thing. It's like it's not gonna be .com. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be
You can
.com.
choose.
Oh, you can't. Can you choose to say? But can you call it .com?
No,
Is that
because
not available on the
.com,
blockchain?
com is the internet. Blockchain is .zil, .crypto,
I know
.coin,
that.
.wallet,
I know, but-
.bitcoin, .x, .aaa, .nft, DAO, blockchain.
Just
NFT.
NFT.
Only Martin dot wallet.
So only those ones basically. Or is it,
Yeah, and
there
so
must be more.
well for now this is the
10.
this is the dots, the domain extension that you can have, and they're
.0.coin.
yeah. So this is like something that is also being, you know, this is evolving. This
Yeah.
is just the beginning.
Why there are so many different?
Because for one, let's say .zil, it's just easy to create, because if you do one .zil, then it's just used for this. So
What? But it's all
Can
different
you have
name
a
of
dot DAO?
currencies or what?
great.
yeah, so
There's a .dao.
That's DAO.
so
Wow.
it's
This is the
it's
name
not
of cryptocurrency.
it's not currency. It's just like dot wallet is because some companies, some things like have a wallet, so they use this to, you know, dot wallet. It's just a whole
It's
ecosystem.
random.
Yeah, it's just like creating opportunities to have more names, more domains in
Okay.
different.
I can buy right now DaveLarock.DAO on Unstoppable Domains for $20.
And it's
Add
yours
to
for
cart.
life, you know. And then you can use
Where
it
does
as
money go? To whom does money go?
$20.
to unstoppable domain.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like buying off of GoDaddy, except now it's a blockchain.
So now you're really
Related website.
participating in the ecosystem, and you're really like giving your energy to something that it's helping you being sovereign and not being, you know, controlled.
Slave.
So, yeah.
Sell your
GitHub.
freedom.
One of the resources here says GitHub. Is that you?
No.
You in this in the back?
Maybe, I don't know.
Pretending?
I mean, I am very mysterious even to myself.
So do you have any? So what happens when you buy a domain and now you need to claim it? In a sense, you just need to claim it at some point. So you pay a little gas fee to like. Now it's linked to the whole ecosystem, and it's gonna. And
Wow, they're expensive, some of these.
how much?
Like, just put Gita.x, for example. $2,000.
Well, the X is probably related
Yeah.
to porn, so it's
Or
like-
crypto or coin, they're all like $800.
So it depends on
Can you
the.
put Gita photo? And
Let's see if-
let's see what that's called.
They have price for the name.
Oh, you already bought.
Price
You already
depend
have
of the
it here.
name.
Oh, I thought
It depends,
you
maybe.
had
Yeah,
it's not
some,
cheaper.
because
Gita
there's some
photos is
there's some
cheaper.
that
How much is it?
$20.
that are more
That's
expensive
way
because
better.
it's
Yeah,
like,
Gita
let's say
X
you want
is,
dots,
Gita, yeah, 'cause it's
probably
apples.
pornography, right?
Okay.
No, it could be any of them.
You're
Gita
not gonna
coin,
be able
Gita
to,
this.
you know,
If I just
It's
put
gonna be
But then-
expensive in a sense,
Doesn't
like
matter.
because
But then-
and they're called premiums. So then they go to
What's your
auction.
name again?
There's like an auction with the premium. But if you're like Baba Sound Journey, I mean it's very unique. So it's gonna be $20 or something.
I want to put Shaman Sulfur.
Yeah.
Shaman Sulfur, that's my brand. I
Perfect.
buy
Yeah.
later we make it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But
I'm here to
Question.
teach.
I just noticed that the unstoppable domain is .com. So this is like a portal that you go into. So it's still on the internet.
The
That's their site. Like that's how they sell.
yeah,
That's how they sell.
but
Yeah,
they
people to get into this.
yeah to get
No, it is.
into, but they also have like an I'm sure they have like a crypto
Crypto domain.
domain, you
People
know,
buy.
because they're the one who invented the crypto
Exactly.
domain, you
But
know.
why are they existing on the internet?
Because right now this is the easiest way for people to actually get into that.
access, yeah.
Because if it's like
It's like a portal.
yes, it's a port. It's really helping
Like the
us
name,
to.
unstoppable.
It's unstoppable domain. It's unstoppable because it's yours for
Can't
life.
stop.
But then this
It's
is
like
set
getting
up
getting
with
crypto.
the whole different
When you have a
wallet.
like a Bitcoin, it's yours. It's in your wallet. Same thing with that domain. It lives on your it lives in your wallet. You know, you can. And this is why also we can transition into OpenSea, let's say, NFT world, the NFT world.
So what are we doing now?
So do people want to? Are they looking into domains? People want to buy and even claim a domain. It's something that can be done. And if they
Who wants to open a domain right now?
Me.
Let's see. Raise your hand so we will know how
I'm
many.
already
are
doing
we?
it.
yeah.
3, 4.
Me, but not now. Late.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to know what I want to
I need to
do.
understand
Zuffer.
this first.
What's your what's holding you back from doing it now?
Because I don't know why I do it.
Do you have cryptos?
Yeah.
Okay, so what gets one of the benefits of having this website is that
You can get
people can
paid.
send crypto straight to this
Uh-huh.
rather than the wallet tags. It's simpler and easier to be like, okay, just send it to this link.
One was
Send your crypto to this link.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for that. Just for that. You don't need to build a website.
Well, I've already got an existing wallet, so they would be able to send the money to
Doesn't
my
count.
existing wallet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works that way.
So
either,
you have.
so-
So do you have what kind of
I got-
currency do you have? If you have different currencies.
Yeah, in the wallet you can have pretty much.
So you have different currencies. So, and if you're using the cryptos for people to pay you in exchange, and then you can have Martin, whatever your name is or whatever you want to be called, buy a domain, Martin the Magician, you know, and then just have all your wallet address of all the currencies that you have linked to that domain. So now if you want to like receive any type of currency, you just send that. And,
So
and
if
then
I
they when they send,
Yeah.
they type in martinthemagician.crypto and they send
So
to-
I have a wallet already. Like it's an atomic
Yeah.
wallet. Do I link it to this, or do I have to set up a new wallet inside this domain?
No. So you link. So when you get your domain, there's gonna be like BTC, ETH, ADA, Litecoin, and you're gonna insert your domain name in that, and so that means your wallet name, your wallet address.
Wallet address.
So then your domain name will be linked to all your wallet address. So if people want to send you BTC, you can send them the name of your domain. And since your wallet is linked to that domain,
Yeah.
it'll be, you don't need to send the
Can I
whole
have
like,
different? Can I have different wallets?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
have
yeah.
different wallets.
Yeah,
But then they won't
because
know which one to
each
pay it.
currency has a wallet. Is a wallet. That's
Okay.
But my wallet I've got
Again?
the wallet I've got has got like 300 coins in it, so I can go in there. I can see I've got Ethereum, I've got Bitcoin, and everything.
yeah. So the thing you need to just in your domain, there's gonna be like places where you can BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, and you just put in the wallet address in there,
Okay, for each one.
and then these wallet address is gonna be linked to your domain.
Got it.
So you don't need to. So the domain will hold all the different wallet address. So this is
So question, follow up. Each coin has a different wallet.
yeah. Each
Okay.
coin, because they're all different technologies. You know, so they're all slightly different.
Yeah.
So you can't send a Bitcoin to Ethereum. You're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
This doesn't
It's
work.
like a currency thing.
Yeah, so you need to, each coin has a wallet, even if it's like one wallet, the atomic, but every time you have a different currency, that's a different like
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
in that.
So if you don't have this domain, you would have to copy paste this specific for
Yeah.
Bitcoin, different one.
Yeah,
Ethereum,
you're
different
specific,
one to get
yeah,
paid.
Can you guys be
specific, you
careful
need
with
to-
your brushes?
So it makes it
All
really,
over my clothes.
Mine as well.
so it makes it easy.
I'm not painting.
So if we wanted to see your website, for example, there's a few things that we have to like change in the browser, right? In order to
So-
see.
So it depends what kind of browser that you're using. If you're just having Bitcoin crypto domain,
Oh, honey,
There's-
it's just a little.
Opera, they
Shorts.
they work with
Oh, it's on
different
your
browsers, so
Yes.
you need to like
Yeah, we
see
can
how
watch that.
how that works.
Can you get paint out?
But now it's getting
Should
like
watch it
way
now.
easier. Brave
Watch it now.
Brave is integrated. Brave is a crypto web web
some-
platform already
Who's in the
integrated
play?
with crypto. So
But
and then
once
Opera
it's
is
dry,
working with
Alright,
this.
so which one?
So there's
Yeah.
So none of them will be able, because
And just
I
rub
was
it
seeing
till it
here
comes
like
out.
you have to change a few
Do you need
things
a
like
towel?
in the DNS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, so it depends on the browser, because this is a whole new ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
But it's now it's getting more and more. Before it's very hard, but now they're like integrated with all these different browsers, and they're just gonna be more and more. Even
So,
you know.
Just bring it
so if we
down.
wanted to see your website, for example, we would be able to have
Right now I haven't my website, my normal website is in creation, and then my crypto website as well. I've just been like really everywhere right now. I've been like busy doing other things, but I have the domain and I'm like working on it.
But in the moment, let's say if I go on Google and I put onlylovethisway.wallet, if I buy it,
Yeah,
will I be able to see it or not?
Yeah,
at the
I
moment?
think so. Yeah.
you have to change a few things in the settings.
From the browser.
Yeah, because otherwise you won't.
It
be
depends
able-
what browser you're using.
Yeah.
Like if you're using Brave or Opera, it's already
I
integrated.
use like Safari, Chrome, like the
Yeah, so it
Of course.
depends. There's some that are already integrated in there. And that understands that it's a different ecosystem.
Yeah. So you have to change a few things.
So-
Settings, security. Yeah, you have to change the security.
So that links into also NFTs.
I feel
Because-
like in 90s we were like getting to know what's the internet, the page on the internet,
Yeah.
MSN, and
Web,
now it's like
like
blockchain.
having an email
Yeah,
was
you're
like,
like,
I have an email.
And then the email on Gmail. Oh, difficult guy.
So
It's a new trend, except this shit's here to stay.
yeah, yeah.
This shit ain't going anywhere for a
First
while.
of
For
have
sure.
a domain, you have to have a wallet.
So you
The first step.
unstoppable domain.
Yes. I go there.
So that's the first
I
step?
check. It's like
Like the
To
wallet.
get a domain or to get a wallet.
Woo! So
Just bought my first.
Which one did you buy? Which one did you buy with dot what?
Can we hear
Wow.
the answer?
Write down.
you can buy the
That's,
domain.
down, man.
You can just
Down
buy the
source.
domain
Down
first.
calligraphy.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
then the
that's,
wallet.
so that's the first step.
Yeah, you can.
So,
yeah.
it's a meditative practice that I do
Yeah,
down
instead of
calligraphy.
like actually
That's
buying
why.
the crypto to
Yeah. I mean, this is also separate. A
Mhm.
domain is not like attached to crypto, or
okay.
it's very much on its own. You know, it's like its own.
But you will need a wallet.
You need a wallet, but you don't like the unstoppable domain will hold your domain until you decide to claim them. This is why it turns into also NFT. So when you have also, and you understand NFT, you go to OpenSea, you open you create an account on OpenSea, and OpenSea works with NFTs and the domain. So your domain is going to be stored in the wallet of OpenSea as well. Like it's going to hold that.
But the domain supersedes all the wallets, so I don't need to buy Bitcoin and have some Bitcoin and have a wallet first.
best
before
wallets.
I get the
No,
domain.
but you
La
need.
mejor billetera.
since it's in the blockchain ecosystem, you need at least
For what
Ethereum
purpose?
Yes.
to actually
You
pay
got
the
it?
domain
Oh,
and
okay.
to actually activate it
Oh, okay.
on the platform. You need to have that.
You need to have
Just the
some
receipt.
Yeah, like
Here's
costs
the.
like $20 per domain.
What's your question?
In Ethereum, now when you have the domain,
How do you want to get this?
activated on the platform that costs Ethereum. It's called gas fee.
Well, there's
And we use this link to
Now you're
$10
actually taking the
each.
domain, which is it's like a
you
currency,
have any
and you're
crypto
saying
at all?
when this domain gets activated in the platform, so you need to pay a certain gas fee for them to calculate to put your domain name in
I would
the
say
ecosystem like
Binance
transaction.
is always a good place to start.
base.
So I recommend.
Block, basically.
Binance. I love.
We're looking at
Yeah,
just
so
like some basic
when
ones.
you
Yeah.
also open unstoppable domain, you open a MetaMask. MetaMask is a wallet that works in the browser. So then your unstoppable domain is linked to that wallet. MetaMask is a wallet, but it's also lives on the browser, so it's very easy to. So when you connect to internet and you walk to
It lives on the browser and it lives on the internet as well as
yeah.
the
So
blockchain.
it's like a,
Ah, okay.
bridge, MetaMask.
Ah,
It's a MetaMask. So you open an account.
So can you
Sort of like an overarching wallet.
Yes, MetaMask is something that you use on the browser, and it acts also as like connecting as like a login. You know, when you log in with your wallet, it's like a decentralized login. You don't need to like
But it's still .com. It's not on blockchain.
MetaMask.
Yeah,
It's not .com. It's like it's a wallet.
it's a wallet.
It's like a tool. It's like a tool that's in.
So it's like overarching all wallets. All of the wallets for all of the Bitcoin, all of the coins.
No, this one is particular to Ethereum, and it's particular also to browser because it's a browser as well. So you'll see when you get in there, when you like start your account, it'll make sense because it's just gonna, you know, you'll see it. Oh, okay, it's there, and then you'll be on it. It's like a little logo here, and then you click, and it's like, oh, when you go to Unstoppable Domains, you get, they say, it connects automatically to your MetaMask.
You can only get Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, my Ether, my wallet Connect. Is there anything else?
Of wallets.
So they're only the kind of wallets that are like MetaMask that are through the browser. That I linked the Unstoppable Domain.
Yeah, they work with some wallets. Not
It's
all.
always better have that wallet.
Yeah, MetaMask is kind of like the first that was created
But
in that
so
sense.
when you get a new computer, will your MetaMask be gone?
Well, this is the thing. Blockchain and crypto is also works with. You need to have your codes. This is why
Same old
because you're a bank.
Yeah, remember we talked about this before? 'Cause
Well,
it's super important.
I
is to
mean,
keep
I did
everything
it.
written.
I don't have any codes, but I'm on a platform. I got my money there.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you want?
Well,
Like
more-
I did it all, but I don't want to know no codes.
But you have your passwords written down somewhere, right?
There were 20 words.
You have them memorized? I
It's
hope
the
so.
MetaMask.
So you just there's like 20 words.
Yeah.
So that acts as a phrase, a specific phrase. So if you lose your because this is a new technology, when you have, let's say, Bitcoin in your phone, it's in your phone. It's not. If you lose your phone, you lose your coins.
Oh shit.
Really?
Yeah, you have to have like.
But
a
if you have
pendrive.
your codes, you can retrieve them because it's gonna work through the network. It's like the password that retrieves the.
I lost my phone and I had my crypto account there, and I had the list of my codes, and I did it again from his phone. So
Yeah.
it's all good. Like
I
it's
will-
not like
you're
it's not
able to
really
retrieve.
fraud.
This is why you
But
need to.
Actually, who is
Yeah.
it that lost
Yeah.
millions and millions? Because they
People lost so many.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
why the thing in
no,
in
the
Bitcoin.
founder of like one of the biggest cryptos.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
lost all their-
Wow.
Because
That's
there's
probably
a,
how they started it. Like,
yeah, because
There's other ways to store it though. That's why.
there's so many there's there's so many Bitcoins, and now there's even less because there's so many that had been lost as well, because at the beginning people didn't really know, and it was so hard to actually, the wallet system was really complicated. You needed to be like really into like doing. Now it's like the UI UX is super easy. It's very simple. It's like, oh, but before it was like you needed to like understand some things.
Be a programmer for understanding.
Yeah, you needed to be a programmer or something. So
Can I ask you a question? So there's only a certain number of wallets that it's linked to, it works with. So you have to have like a Meta, whatever it was.
MetaMask.
What? Huh?
MetaMask.
Yeah, but I haven't got one, so now I have to set up another wallet. But are there,
Yeah, but MetaMask is really like something. It's a tool for a lot of things, because it acts as it's in your browser, and it's really the main wallet for Ethereum platform. So this is the main one. So if you have that one, it's gonna make it really easy.
how many are there, Dave?
There's about like five.
And 5 wallets.
5 wallets that Unstoppable Domain works with.
Yeah.
So it's better
How can you
than
find them?
4 that are showing me here. MetaMask, there's
Yeah.
a Coinbase wallet. I don't recommend Coinbase per se.
Yeah.
My Ether wallet and Wallet Connect. So
Free wallet? Is free wallet on there? Because that's its free wallet, because that's an NFT wallet.
Yeah, it's like it's also you decide.
This is the first time I'm doing that. I used MetaMask before.
2 weeks ago.
I mean, is it good? I mean, bro, anything is.
And he said, oh, can I format your computer? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you.
Luckily, I
For
have a
beginners,
password
but
in every place.
it's one way to do it.
I always
I would
keep
recommend
them a couple of
MetaMask
places.
because
It depends.
Luckily, I
for a long
did.
time.
You know, I have like different different domains, and for different domains, I use .nft, .crypto. I have .zil. So it depends on what's the domain and what you're doing with it. You can give it also different types of domain, codes. So let's also bring it to the NFT, because the NFT wallet in OpenSea will host your domain. Your domain name will it can be like in the NFT platform. You know, so
I can try to connect all you said, and I'm like, huh?
I mean, I would like to move some money from my bank into a wallet
yeah.
related to this. But I'm not gonna, like, I'm a disaster with these computers, as Dave knows.
You're doing good.
Can you repeat?
That's why I didn't
Can
bring it
you
up.
tell me what?
You made some
I'm just
progress.
trying to get what NFT domain in your wallet open see what. It's all new words for me, so I'm trying to link them and like put this in, in picture in my head, and it's just
So
like
It
slow.
helps. It helps when you get into it and you actively try to get it done, because then you get to see the images, the wording. And
Yeah,
you
and
get
also
to
like the
get
platform
the
is
pieces together. You learn as you
That's
go.
why
like you
Helio said in the beginning, it's good to get into it through the experience. You learn the best. That's why I'm also like encouraging everybody to open the account now.
Yes, I get what you mean.
Because
now.
if
Let's
not
just do
now,
it.
then when, right?
Yeah,
We're in the
it's
perfect
true.
container.
Yeah, you're right. You're
It's
right.
already
It can help.
this is the foundation of everything we're gonna do.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
$20, man. I just bought mine.
yeah,
But
because
can I buy it with money? Or I need to
buy
have
it.
a credit card?
Yeah, we buy it
Buy
with
the
money.
credit
With
Yeah,
a card.
yeah,
credit
with-
I haven't
Well, I don't have it.
You can do PayPal too.
I got cash. You got some cash.
do you want cash?
What do you do? A money
But
grab?
do you need a domain?
We'll get your order
To
in
the
2
NFT
weeks.
and
I can
stuff,
buy
so
your
I need to
machine.
have a domain?
I have
Where are they
for
located? Let's see how
NFT
long
gods.
it's gonna take.
I need a name.
I have.
Don't you have a name?
I have like
Martin?
40
What's your last name?
domains.
Well, I'm asking if to start doing NFTs, I need to have a domain.
No, no.
It's separate.
Yeah, it's two
You have a
different things.
business.
What is
With
an
the
NFT? Can you
Martin.
spell it out?
Yeah. NFT. So it's 3 letters that stands for non-fungible token.
Ah, okay.
Fungible token.
Token. That's
Because crypto,
and
what we talked last time, this is a part of we talked, is a fungible token. That means it's exchangeable one for the other.
Oh my
The
god.
non-fungible token means that because it's attached to a piece of art, then it's unique. It cannot be exchanged for another one because they're different. It can, but it's not going to be the same, so the value is always going to be different. So because it's associated to a piece of art, and it's a unique one, so you can say this one is worth 10,000, this one 5,000. They're all unique in their prices and their what they represent and what they do and what they are.
So you said your own value.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the art.
Exactly.
This is the
how you
crypto.
get
The
paid.
crypto world is becoming your own bank. Now the NFT space is becoming your own gallery and own like art installation art. Like you're the Christie's, you're the museum, whatever, and you're the one holding the space for your art to be exposed and exchanged and valued, because you're the one who put in the value on there. And there's
Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
Eat it, got it, food.
I have a large body of celebrity pictures and art
Yes.
that I would like to sell this way,
Yes.
but I think I'd rather sit down with you and do it correctly, because it's like
Yes, because these what you have is not just something photos. You actually have a whole project.
I have a whole.
You have a whole. This is what happens with these things. Is now you have these images, these pictures. You can create a whole ecosystem that is putting all this into a packaging and putting it in a crypto space where it's purchasable and exchangeable and valued, because it's not just like you can just take a picture and put it out there, but the more smart way to do it is going back to the creative part. Okay, I'm an artist. I want have a nice banner, have a nice project, create a whole name and ecosystem. You can also create a crypto domain that is associated to these NFTs and associate to like what represents, and then these NFTs are really valued, and then people will see what the value in them, and also it's on you to also promote it and to like, this is what I'm doing through the whole process of like having the domain, having the explanation of what this is, having the whole being that as a project, and not just like wanting to sell.
Can I see yours?
Yes, so mine is on. I have an Instagram that is called the God and the NFT Gods, THA.NFT.Gods, and on there there's a link to my OpenSea and my different collection that I'm that I already have and that I'm actually
Art.
going through. But
So people can view it.
yeah.
You go into this, and can that be connected to your domain, or is it separate?
Oh yeah, totally.
It can be one domain called
Yeah. Yeah, so I have a domain name that's called the NFTgods.NFT. And so I'm actually in the process of making that domain and having a link to my OpenSea and just like proposing. So it's all like,
So basically, it can be like one domain where you get paid from the domain name. You can also advertise your art.
yes.
Through the same
Yeah.
domain. You can all have
So
like
it's
one
it's a
branding.
website kind of thing as well, and also
The
it acts as a, like
NFT
like an invoice name. So then when people, it's a whole website, and the name of the website, you can get paid through the name of the website, because the name of the website is actually holding all your addresses of wallets. So that's why the blockchain technology allows this thing to happen, and this is just the beginning. So this is the depth of this technology. It's very complex. It lives on a three-dimensional space and not just a flat website kind of like scrolling, and then you need to attach to PayPal, and then you need to have a like e-commerce thing. It's like super complicated, and
Do you make celebrity profiles?
what's that?
Do you make celebrity profiles? Social media. I made celebrity social media. No, that's not it.
That's not the one. Maybe you can send the link.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
OpenSea is
I'm
a
looking
blockchain.
on Instagram.
But I can see see.
So Instagram, you go to my Helios 333.
Divine timing.
Wow,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
What is going on?
Look, my friend, I asked, she's professional in cryptocurrency. I said, what's the best wallet? He said me, Trust Wallet.
Yeah, Trust Wallet is a good.
It is the best, and it's recoger the NFT.
Yeah, for sure. Because now wallets are, because the NFT is like getting, it's
cool,
brand new, it's getting big. All the wallets are like integrating,
Yes.
integrating. So the integration process of all this is getting bigger and bigger and more of, you know, this is really new. Like the
There's a lot of
NFT space
division.
is like,
This is your page.
yes,
So OpenSea, it's in blockchain,
yes, OpenSea.io, it's on blockchain.
but I can see it from internet.
Oh,
Yes.
so this
You
is
see,
all
so
connected
this
here.
is
You can
the
pair a
browser is already,
Trust, looks like.
it's already integrated.
I heard Trust Wallet was.
This guy is like that, like 5 million.
And
What did you call yourself?
I have different the God codes, but this is one of the.
You want the
I
name?
have different collections.
We need an Ethereum wallet.
How-
Okay,
how
so
many
to start
domains?
here, first I need a wallet.
Send
So
me the
this is
money
the
you
meta.
said?
This is the
What did you
MetaMask.
say?
This is
He wants to send me money.
MetaMask is
Sometimes he
here.
gives money when he
integrated
wants a
to
lot,
the-
he
to-
gives
So
money.
you go to
Yes,
MetaMask.
like
You
he
open
like-
Why
MetaMask.
says continue with smart
I bought my domain.
Formatting.
You
Because
wallet
also
forward.
because also OpenSea.
Use a different wallet.
Yeah, see, I should have brought.
So this is where it gets, you know, like a little bit in the.
Can you put your?
This. Check.
I think we need your
To use OpenSea, I need a wallet.
attention when you have a
So
minute,
different
because I
ones.
don't
Yes,
think we
every
can do
gorilla.
it ourselves.
Babe, maybe you can sit next to her.
You should check with Dave, like, to see which wallet works with.
There.
On OpenSea, there are different wallets, Dave.
Yeah.
There's BitSky, Wallet Connect, Coinbase, Fortminute,
The
and then